How a man's brain picks his crush. Have you ever noticed how a crush doesn't arrive politely? It doesn't knock, it doesn't ask permission. One day, you're fine, focused, calm, minding your own business, and then suddenly, one woman starts standing out in ways you can't ignore. Her voice lingers, her presence feels louder. Your thoughts drift back to her when they shouldn't. It feels emotional, personal, almost mystical. But beneath that feeling, something very specific is happening inside your brain. A man's brain doesn't randomly choose a crush. It filters women, quietly, constantly, until one passes a series of invisible tests you're not consciously aware of. And once she does, your attention locks in. It starts faster than you think. Before attraction ever feels romantic, your brain runs a rapid scan for salience, basically asking, does this person matter more than the rest? This scan happens in milliseconds and is shaped by your past, your emotional needs, and even unresolved experiences you've forgotten. That's why two men can see the same woman and only one feels drawn in. The first system that activates is attention bias. When your brain decides someone might be important, it gives her priority access to your awareness. You notice her more easily. You remember small details. You pick up on subtle changes in her tone or expression. She hasn't changed, but your perception has. Next comes anticipation. This is where dopamine enters the picture. Dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical, like people often say. It's the motivation chemical. It's what makes your brain lean forward. It's why thinking about seeing her again feels energizing, why waiting for her reply creates tension, why your mood lifts just imagining a future interaction.
Your brain isn't rewarding you for having her, it's rewarding you for wanting her. And this is important because dopamine doesn't care about logic. She doesn't need to be perfect. She doesn't even need to be available. If your brain predicts emotional reward, dopamine fires anyway. That's how crushes grow strong, sometimes stronger than they should. At the same time, your brain begins running a familiarity check. Men often develop crushes on women who feel emotionally recognizable, not because they look like someone from the past, but because they echo something familiar, a way of listening, a warmth, a rhythm of communication. Familiarity creates safety, and safety allows attraction to deepen. That's why crushes sometimes form on coworkers, friends, or people you see often. Repeated exposure lowers psychological distance. The brain starts thinking, she fits into my world. Then comes the quiet but powerful question of self-alignment. Your brain compares you to her, not consciously, but emotionally. Do we feel balanced? Do I feel seen? Do I feel more like myself around her? This is why a crush often feels different from simple attraction. You're not just drawn to her, you feel drawn toward a version of yourself that exists when she's around. And here's where things intensify. As the crush deepens, serotonin levels can dip. When serotonin drops, focus narrows, thoughts repeat. You replay conversations, you analyze messages, you imagine outcomes. This isn't weakness, it's the brain reducing distractions to protect something it believes could matter. Your mind isn't spiraling, it's prioritizing. But not every crush hits all at once. Some grow quietly. Over time, shared moments, emotional support, and trust can slowly rewire attraction. What once felt neutral begins to feel meaningful.
This slow-building attraction often surprises men the most because it doesn't arrive with fireworks, but with clarity. And often, those are the strongest bonds of all. So what does this tell us? A man's brain doesn't choose a crush based on one factor. It's a layered process: attention, anticipation, familiarity, emotional safety, and meaning, all converging without conscious permission. The spark may feel sudden, but the process has been running long before you noticed. And while biology can explain why a crush begins, what happens next is still up to you. Awareness gives you choice. Understanding gives you control. Because attraction may start in the brain, but what you do with it defines the story. If you enjoy exploring how the mind works beneath everyday experiences, you're in the right place. Subscribe, and let's keep uncovering what's really happening behind the scenes, one insight at a time.